Welcome to Complete SQL tutorial video series. In this video, I am going to discuss about how you can validate the parameter in the store procedure. So, validation is the process which is used to pre-validate the parameter. Like if the user is supplied the null value, or the user passed the incorrect value, or user passed the multiple value. So this type of the activity we need to do before the process any type of the requirement. So let's understand what is exactly we have the pre-validation, and why we required into the real time. And this is the very important for the interview point of view. So if you have some experience in the SQL, definitely the interviewer will put this type of the question. Okay, so suppose I have one requirement that create the stored procedure. So if the user passed the English education, the total number of the English education count will be populate in the output. So this is the small example I taken, but more I will focus on how you can pre-validate the parameter. So suppose if this is the procedure is created, let the procedure name is the English edu count. Okay, and if you supply the partial college, it will give the total number of the available count. Okay, but suppose if the user supply the multiple value, okay, and you will get the some type of the like the blank value. Or suppose user put some type of mistake, like college, they missed the college as spelling e. Okay, so if you execute that, it will throw an blank, it will show a blank value. The reason is this partial college spelling is mistake, and this exactly partial college is not available into the database, because the college spelling is COLLEGE. But the user will report definitely that the store procedure will not work, because they don't think that they have the mistake. They directly blame to the developer or the client. In this situation, you need to first investigate, and it will take time. But if the user supplied a million of the record at one time, okay, then out of million record or the 100 parameter value, you not able to figure out which value is correct and which value is incorrect. For this situation, we need to be always pre-validate the store procedure. So how you can pre-validate any store procedure? So just I'm going to discuss. So first requirement is we need to pre-validate first when we have the multiple value pass, and the second one is the whatever the value they pass, we need to be check here. Okay, it's correct or wrong. So here I'm going to discuss. I'm going to create one store procedure. Okay, that is a store procedure name is the same, English edu count. Okay, so before creating, I'm just checking that this procedure is available in the database, then first dropping it and then creating it. And this is the input parameter, English education, and the data type is the varchar 100. As begin, I put it. So my first pre-validation, if user pass the multiple value, then we'll throw the error. So I use the care index here. Okay, so you need to use the concept of the care index. So we already discussed in the string function. So if you didn't get a chance, just you can watch the complete string function video. So care index is basically give the location. Okay, so we index position. So we pass the comma. So suppose if the user pass the multiple value like high school or the middle school, okay, at a time, so definitely they will include the comma. Okay, so if you pass this value, you will get the some index position 1. If the user is not passed the any value, you will get the index position is the 0. Okay, there is no comma is available. So this reason I check if the index position is greater than 0. I'm printing the message here that print please must supply a single value. Okay, so the user can understand that we need to supply the only single value, multiple parameter is not allowed. And I will put the return keyword here. Okay, so return keyword basically used to the return the value and in the store procedure it will basically stop the execution here only. Okay, in 18 line the store procedure will stop, execution will be stopped, and they will not go to the next line. So return keyword we always use. Now the second parameter is the second validation part is the we need to check the value is correct or wrong. So I use the if not exist. So not exist is basically used to if not available. So I'm using select one from dim customer where English education is equal to whatever the English education they pass. So if the value is something correct, like middle school is available, they will put the one. Middle school is not available, they will no value will be available. Okay, but if you put the correct value like high school, the correct this is available in the database, so it will populate the 111. So if the any spelling mistake or something, the value is not available, like the last middle school is not there, there is no output is coming. Means this value is incorrect passed by the user. So they will not give available any value. Then we need to print the something that error must pass the correct value. Whatever the error you want to print here, this is the not the so this is the basically provide the client, or you can pass the any dynamically. So this is not the constant, you can put any type of the message, and again you need to put the return keyword. If the all the user pass the correct value, then we need to be use the whatever you have the requirement. Okay, then you can start the store procedure requirement. So here my requirement need to be give the total number, so I use the total count count function for the total count, and the group by clause by English education, and having English education is equal to English education. So whatever the user pass the value, that value will be populate here. So let's now create the store procedure. Okay, and now I'm going to execute the store procedure. So if the user passed the partial college, the user got the partial college spelling mistake. So you can see the user is getting that something the must pass the correct value. So if you put this some spelling correct spelling, you will get the correct value. Okay, so now you can see partial college 564 count is. Now let's put the different college name, like English education name bachelor. Okay, so if I put the bachelor here, you will get the correct whatever count is there 5356. Suppose if you put this some spelling mistake, it will throw an error that must pass the correct value, and value should be used high school, partial college, graduate degree, bachelor degree. If you user pass the correct value with the comma separated, then also it will populate an error. Please must supply the single value, so the user can understand we need to use the single value. So here you can see the middle school is not available into the database. So if you pass, you will be get another error that must pass the correct value, and value should be high school. Like so dynamically we can print this message. Okay, so this type of the activity we always doing in the real time before proceeding the user requirement. So always whatever the parameter is available, we need to pre-validate all the parameters. So in the future there is no issue will become. If the issue is also come, the user can understand easily. Okay, so that is the reason this is the very important for the real time working point of view or the interview point of view. Definitely you will get this type of the question in the interview if you are going to attend any interview, and based on the procedure, store procedure, they will put this type of the question only. So thank you so much for the watching this video. I will meet again in next video. Thank you.